Hi, my name is Claeson. I'm a guitarist, musician, songwriter, producer, and mixing engineer from Sweden. I live in a small town called Ystad in the very south of Sweden. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the anatomy of sound 3D guitar picks, also known as the AOS guitar picks. AOS reached out to me like 1.5, 2 years ago, and they asked me if I wanted to try out these amazing new guitar picks. I was actually just about to go on a tour, and I've never had a guitar pick which I felt 100% comfortable with. So I was super stoked and thrilled to try out a few new guitar picks. So 2 weeks later, they sent it over, and I was basically ready to go on the tour with these new picks. My first impression when I laid hand and eyes on it is just like fundamental details about the anatomy of sound, the interior and dimensions of the edges, and the deep valley which my thumb sits in. This just defines the guitar pick and just makes it like the first time you lay a hand on it, you feel way more comfortability in kind of the grip, and which for me equals dynamic control. And today we're gonna try out two models. We're gonna try out my favorite ones, the heartbeat. See if you can get a closer one in here, and you see the valley over there as well. So we're gonna try out the heartbeat, which I use for basically just pop, blues, rock, and basically my everyday playing. And we're gonna try out the thick ones as well, which is in my opinion, a Yas pick. So we're gonna try out. Here are some new differences between them. Just go over like a few basic stuff and super cool part about these picks. So I'm gonna demonstrate these picks with my Fender Roadworn, which is a bit modified with a tiny little switch over here as well, which activates the neck microphone as well when I'm in position 1 and 2. And I'm playing through my Kemper. So yeah, where to start? The heartbeat, my favorite one. The grip of the heartbeat is perfect. The tone is well defined, and it responds exactly as I want to in aspects such as tone, dynamic control, and the grip. And in addition, as well, the durability of the picks is amazing and super impressive. I use the heartbeat and the thick ones. Whoops, the thick one. I use these ones in my studio where I play every day, and I as well use them on tour. The brilliance, among many features, is that these are color coded. So you have white ones, you have brown ones, and you have black ones. And in every kind of different model, it's the same kind of color coding, which makes it just easy to get a grip of what tone you want with what specific grip. And the grip of example, for example, the heartbeat, the black one, and the white one, the grip is the same, but the tone is different. So the white one is, for example, way more flexible, and the black one is way more thicker, which gives me the opportunity and availability to choose what's the best for the song and my playing. So I prefer the black one. This one is thicker, it has a bit of a warmer tone, it is less flexible, but for me that equals way more dynamic control. So the thing is, to keep this kind of warm tone, when I play, like the perfect amount of like it gives me the dynamic control because of the grip and because of the material and because of the 3D design. It gives me the control, the full control of the pick and the guitar, to be laid back, have the opportunity to play as soft as possible, but as well keep the edge of it. This is basically, and I like primarily, why these picks are perfect for me. And the grip is just like the grip and the tone and the material, as said, as mentioned before, is like nothing on the market. One thing which for me is crucial about these picks is because of the deep valley on both edges of the pick, it's super easy to go between pick and finger picking, and that's like super like nice feature. I don't need to worry about this pick like falling off my fingers or whatever, because of the valley, it just sits super perfect and tight between my fingers. So that's like a used major plus for this pick. The differences: the black one, thicker, a bit warmer tone, and more dynamic control. The white one is lighter, brighter, and more flexible, which gives just a brighter kind of tone to the soloing and the guitar playing. Black one, white one. That was the white one, the black one. And the thing is, since the heartbeats are made like with the same kind of edges, the same kind of dimensions and everything, when I'm on tour, I might need a different kind of pick as of when I'm in the studio. And this is just like a super nice feature to have as well. Used to be able to have one sound in the studio, but when you're on tour, you might need a different kind of sound because of, I don't know, you've arranged the song differently or whatever. So that's super nice as well, to just be aware and have the possibility to change the tone, but not the grip. And that's a massive feature, to have the same kind of picks, the same kind of grip and durability, but with the different kind of tones. And you can change throughout the song or between sets or whatever. So that's super nice as well. So for example, the white one, I don't use it that much on tour because in my kind of playing, in my kind of soloing and stuff, I need the dynamic control, and I love the dynamic control of the black one and the warmer tone of it. But in the studio, I super often use the white one because it's just more suitable and it's very often better option for just production. So yeah, and if I were to, let's see here. Once again, just to have the smoothness and the warmthness of the pick. And if I were to solo, you get this kind of well-defined tone, which gives warm tone as well as it just sticks out, and it's just like easy to go with and just gives you the control of the solo and of the song and of the arrangement. That one. So that's the heartbeat, and this is by far my favorite. It's just something I've never had before, and just something I long to feel and be able to play with in my guitar playing, my kind of as well as songwriting. Yeah, it's just like a huge impact. Uh, Another one I use super often. I usually use the thick ones with my Ibanez. So let's see here. I'm just gonna switch back. So as mentioned, the anatomy of sound picks are color coded. So you have the white ones, you have the black one, and in between you have the brown one. And this is just another like dimension of tone, another dimension of flexibility with your songwriting, another flexibility of and dimension of tone and warmthness. So the white one is that this one is super flexible. Even the thick ones for being like a jazz pick, and in between you have the brown one. These ones I use all the time for kind of more mellow, chill productions or songs, kind of slow jazz or slow pop or whatever. And the thing is, as I said, you have the same color code, so you have the same kind of functions, but you have the same grip with these kind of models. So if I were to play the white one, the brown one, the black one, so how I tend to use these ones are basically melodic stuff. I love playing melodies with these ones. Oh, and just don't the sizes, the differences, the heartbeat and the thick ones. So they are different in thickness and in like size, which just gives the comfortability of playing jazz, because you play different when you're playing different kind of genres, and you need different kind of tools, and just that's what Anatomy of Sound provides. So for the black one, I would use the black one to being like a chill. I would comp a lot, but as well with the black heartbeat, I have the dynamic control of giving the tone a bit more edge when pushing it on. Since the deep valley is in all of the guitar picks, let's see here, I have the valley there. This one is just as easy to put between your fingers to just give that kind of control. So I use the black one the way I would use the heartbeat for basically my Stratocaster, and I use the black one, the thick one, for my jazz part. And tone as well, a bit different with the different colors. So that was the white one. The brown one, this one is super special though. Like for me, I think it's one of my favorite for the thick ones, because I don't use it as a solo pick. I only basically use it for just giving the guitar a smooth warm tone for when I'm playing like open chords and stuff. For me, it's just as important to have the dynamic control, to have the dynamic smoothness, and like having the equal dynamics of a pick. Lastly, I actually have the prototype for this one, and this is a blue one. This is the prototype for the thick ones. For me, I actually use this one, but I only use it as a solo pick, because the tone is a bit more defined. It's a little bit too harsh and a little bit too hard to play like chords and stuff if you don't intend to go for that tone. But as a solo pick, this is just like over the top. So it's a special one. I actually don't know if anyone else has got this. Shout out in that case. Show me your blue ones. But yeah, this is a prototype, and what came out of this one are these ones, the thick ones, and these are just like amazing for keeping that kind of mellow feeling. So yeah, um, yeah, that's actually what I had in mind of saying. The AOS custom shop is in constant development of new designs and materials. So keep your eyes open, and the prototypes and materials as well as custom modifications of production of pick designs. These are available on a special custom order. So, my name is Peter Claeson, musician, songwriter, producer, and guitarist from Sweden. I play the anatomy of sound because these not define, they not only define my tone, they define me as a guitar player and just gives me the options I need. Thank you for listening. Take care